Hey everybody, welcome to Physical Friday this week. We finished our hotel workout, we've moved on to some other things and wanted to get to this one today, which is one of my favorites. It probably could have been included in the hotel workouts because you don't really need any equipment and it doesn't take very long. Sometimes we look to changing up the format for keeping things fresh, having some fun. But oftentimes, or occasionally, I guess, we change up the format because it is also highly effective. And that's what today is about. It's about something that's highly effective and it happens to be short. Sounds great. It also happens to be incredibly painful if you do it right, but it only lasts for a short period of time. There was a researcher named Dr. Izumi Tabata. Some people say Tabata. Some people say Tabata. Anyway, he was doing some research on speed skaters. There was a coach that had come up with a protocol that seemed to be doing having remarkable results for his skaters in improving their VO2 max, getting them in much better shape. The VO2 max is the abilities or the body's ability to use oxygen. So the more you can use, the better off you are. You can train your VO2 max and you can improve it through different ways. And what they found out through this particular way was one of the most effective that they had ever seen. So good thing for us is that it can be done pretty much anywhere with a variety of different exercises and oftentimes, with equipment that you have in your gym or equipment that they have in a hotel gym. So Tabata Protocol is very simple, really. You're trying to get the maximum output. And what has been studied is that output time frame. What is the optimal output time frame? And what this researcher found out through tons of study and science was that 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest, repeated 8 times, is the most efficient output that we can put out there. So in other words, they tested it at 30 seconds. And once you got over 20, your output kind of dropped off, and tested it at 40 seconds and you would never get to, maybe you wouldn't get all the way up to your full output and then you would just kind of die off. So at 20 seconds, that seems to be the sweet spot for getting your maximum output. Now, most of this was researched on a stationary bicycle. And so you're pedaling as hard as you possibly can for 20 seconds, taking 10 seconds off and repeating that 8 times. That's a total of 4 minutes. So believe it or not, in 4 minutes, you can get an incredible workout. There's other ways where people have used the Tabata protocol to create these other type of workouts that are fun to do. And even CrossFit has a couple. One's called Tabata this, one's called Tabata that, one's called Tabata something else. And what they do is they'll bring 5 exercises together and bring this into a format that's about 24 minutes and have an interesting scoring that we'll go over right now. So on this one that we'll call Tabata this is a well-known CrossFit workout. All you need is a rowing machine and a pull-up bar. And the exercises are row, air squat, pull-ups, push-ups, and sit-ups. So the way this would work, there's 5 exercises right there. Each one of those 5 exercises is going to take 4 minutes each with the Tabata protocol. So you would start out on the rowing machine and you would row for 20 seconds as hard as you could possibly row, taking 10 seconds off. And you're going to do that 8 times. And then then you would take a minute between each one of these rounds. So you have a minute to reset and get to the air squat. And so then you would do as many air squats as you could possibly do in 20 seconds, taking 10 seconds off, repeating that 8 times. Then you would move on to the pull-up and you would do as many pull-ups as you can in 20 seconds, taking 10 seconds off, repeated 8 times. Then to the push-up, same thing. as many as you can possibly do in 20 seconds. Take 10 seconds off, repeat that 8 times. Then finally to the sit-ups. Now, the interesting thing about what makes this one kind of fun is that they have changed, or they have an interesting way to score it. They score it based upon the lowest number of reps per round. So let's say on the pull-ups, you did 10 pull-ups on the first one, 10 pull-ups on the second one, 12 pull-ups on the third one, 14 pull-ups on the fourth one. And then on the fifth one, you got kind of tired and you got down to 6. And then you picked it back up to 7 and back up to 8. But your score would be 6. So what that means that what you have to do is you have to pick up this, you have to get your benchmark up. And then once you hit that number, you got to keep hitting that number over and over again, or you get a poor score. So what you would do is you would have a row number, an air squat number, a pull-up number, a push-up number, a sit-up number. You'd add all those together, and that would be your score for that particular workout. And you could write that down, as we've talked about so many times in this podcast. You write that down, and then you go back and try to beat it again. There's another one called Tabata That, medicine ball cleans, double unders, pull-ups, and kettlebell swings. That's only 4 exercises. And so that one obviously wouldn't take as long. There's another one called Tabata Something Else. And in this one, they say don't take any rest between the rounds. So pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. You do each one of those, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, repeat them 8 times, and then just go straight into the next one. So once you do 8 sets of pull-ups, when that clock hits again, you're going to be doing push-ups. So you do 8 sets of push-ups, and then you're going to be doing sit-ups, 8 sets of sit-ups, then you're moving to the squats. That one only takes 16 minutes. So what I like about the Tabata protocol is that it definitely is incredibly effective. And for the travel workouts, or for going, doing something where you have multiple people to train, you can train a lot of people like this. You can have a lot of people with a minimal amount of equipment and do this. And really all you need is your phone or some sort of timer. You can just watch the clock go to 20 seconds, but there are all these apps out there now that you can download for free, and they have Tabata timers on there. So it'll beep at 20 seconds, it'll beep at 10 seconds, and then it'll go back to a 20-second clock and just keeps on going like that, and it'll even count it for you. So Tabata, that's a protocol that you can try both on the road and at home, and you can do it with anything. You really can. I used to have a heavy bag in my garage, and I used to do Tabata protocols on that. Just punch the heavy bag as fast as possible, as many times as you possibly could for 20 seconds, take 10 seconds off. That's a really good one. Push-ups, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, doing it on an assault bike, a rowing machine, a ski erg, a stationary bike. You can do it running around a track or even on the road. You can do it with push-ups, sit-ups, V-ups, anything, double unders, anything you want to do it with, you can do it. And you can use these, the Tabata this and the Tabata that and the Tabata something else format to put your own exercises in there, whatever you think you might like, and try that for a little bit. But that's the Tabata protocol. And let me know what you think about it. Send me an email, podcast@saltwaterexperience.com. If you like this and you have been getting something out of it, like so many of you have, people have been sending emails with really some pretty cool stories, man, of using these workouts to get back into shape or to stay in shape while they're on the road. I love to hear that. So if that's you, send me an email. Let me know. And if you have better ideas or more ideas or different ideas about how you can incorporate the Tabata protocol into your training, let me know. And we'll make that a future How-To Tuesday, not How-To Tuesday, Physical Friday episode. All right. Until next week, we'll see you.